Again, I'll first write my y equals x squared plus 4. Now I'll change my variables, so I have x equals y squared plus 4. Now I've got that squared. To get rid of a squared, I have to take a square root. But I can't do that until I only have the squared on one side. So I'm going to subtract 4 first from both sides. And I'll get x minus 4 equals y squared. To get rid of square, I take the square root of both sides, and it's got to be the entire side. So now I have y equals the square root of x minus 4. So my inverse is x minus 4 with everything under the square root sign. Okay. Don't let it worry you if you see a g of x and h of x. It doesn't matter. Just consider that the y when you rewrite, so it becomes y equals x cubed over 2. Again, I need to get rid of everything I can except for that x cubed before I solve it. So to get rid of 2, I multiply this by the to get rid of the 1/2, I multiply it by this reciprocal, which is 2 over 1. The 2's are going to cancel. Now I have x cubed over 1, but I can't do that unless I do it to both sides. So I have to multiply this by 2 over 1, or 2. So now I have 2y equals x cubed. Now I've made a mistake in that I haven't already changed my variable, so I'll do that. 2x equals y cubed. Now to get rid of that cube, again, I take something that looks like the square root of both sides, but now I'm going to put a 3 there. And that just means the cube root of what's inside. So now I get y equals the cube root of 2x. So my inverse function, my f, -1 of x, inverse of f of x, or of g of x, is equal to the cube root of 2x. Okay? My h of x here, again, I'm going to consider as just a y, equals 3/2 x plus 4. So I'll change my variables. X equals 3/2 y plus 4. This is the fraction. I'm not going to worry about that yet. I'm going to first move my 4. So now I have x minus 4 equals 3/2 y. When I have a fraction that I need to get rid of, all I have to do is multiply it by its inverse. So I'll multiply that by 2/3. I'll multiply this side by 2/3. And what I get, these will cancel, so I'll just have y equals 2/3 x. And then 2 times 4 is an 8, so it's minus 8. And that's just like 4 over 1, so 3 times 1 is 3. And that's my final answer. So the inverse of h of x is equal to 2/3 x minus 8/3. Now my next function is a little bit easier for me to deal with. I have f of x is equal to 1/2 x minus 1/2. I already have 2 1/2s, so let me look at this. This is y equals 1/2 x minus 1/2, and that x is over all of that. So now I'm going to change my x and my y. Now, this function is kind of unusual. I can add 1/2 to both sides. That's not a problem. So I'm going to just add 1/2. So I have x plus 1/2 equals 1/2 times y. To get rid of the fraction, I'm going to multiply by its reciprocal. Those will cancel. But what I have to remember, so I'm going to just have a y over here. I have to be sure that I am multiplying each piece.